And on a personal note, I've got to say thanks to Mr. Verne Gagne in 1988, even I became the AWA World Heavyweight Champion. So right now, to induct his father into the Hall of Fame, here is Greg Gagne.
The High Flyers, you got it. Chicago was good to us. First of all, I want to congratulate all the inductees tonight. You have some unbelievable talent up here, and we are proud to induct my father, Verne Gagne, into this great Hall of Fame presented by the WWE. Now, 20 years ago, if you'd have told me that, I'd have said you're all out of your minds. And no, we did not join the Vince McMahon Club to be up here today. Who knows what the future may bring, though? But I want to not only thank the WWE, the Induction Committee, but the McMahon family, who have done so much for professional wrestling. And that's Vince, Linda, Stephanie, and Shane. And thank you very much for honoring my father tonight. You know, I had a little speech lined out here, and I was going to go over all his credentials, everything that he won in high school and the Olympics and everything that he did, but that was on this beautiful presentation up here. But what a lot of people didn't know is that he did train 93 wrestlers into the sport of professional wrestling. A lot of them are here tonight, 2 of them right here, and that was the longest match you guys ever had, was what you did up here just a minute ago. And the Weasel, he made my professional career, and he made a lot of professional careers. But just some of the people, you know, first of all, you go back and you wonder about professional wrestling. I'll tell you what, you have to have a passion. You have to have a love for the sport. And that's what all these people right here, all these wrestlers today have. They have that passion and they have that love for it. They have that dedication. You know, and coming from a wrestling family, everybody said, well, you've got it in the genes. Well, the genes don't always make it. You still have to have that passion. You have to have that hard work and that dedication. And I'm proud that my father passed that on down to me. And I've got a great wife, and we've passed that on down to our kids. And my youngest one, Peter, couldn't be with us tonight. He's coming along, and he's finally learning how that work ethic and what you have to do to become an athlete. My daughter, she played basketball at Northern Colorado, 3 knee surgeries, and everybody told her, the doctors and the coach, she'd never play again. She finished 4 years there, went into TV broadcasting and radio, and is now the assistant basketball coach at Northern Colorado, and graduated in 4 years, which was more important than anything. And then with us here tonight is, I know Grandpa is very proud of these, and that's why I'm doing it. I hope I'm not. I've got my son, who walked on at the University of Notre Dame on an academic scholarship, played 4 years of baseball, graduated in 4 years, and as only a handful of athletes at Notre Dame, was both an academic All-American and an All-American. And JP, where are you? Stand up. So as my father was proud of what I did in wrestling, I'm proud of what my kids have done. And I say to all the wrestlers out there, and I know you all have it, you've got that passion, that love for it. I watch you my youngest one watches every Monday and Friday night. He won't miss it. He's the one that's going to be the wrestler, I think. And he lives and dreams what you guys have all done. And I want to congratulate what all of you out there have done. Some of the wrestlers that my father brought into professional wrestling: Larry the Hacks Enning, Blackjack Lanza, Blackjack Mulligan, Gene, Ole, and Lars Anderson, Ken Patera, I think this was his favorite group. Ken Patera, the Iron Sheik, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell, myself, and the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! Rick and I had an opportunity to wrestle against each other in our younger days when we first started. Woo! I'll give you one. He never beat me. Woo! And someday we'll have that match, Rick. The next crew he had was Chris Taylor, Playboy Buddy Rose, and Sergeant Slaughter. Now, this is just a few of those names. The next group was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Nasty Boys, and Kurt Hennig. Kurt's up there. My father was very fortunate in 1951 to leave Tulsa, Oklahoma as a junior heavyweight champion and come to Chicago, where the DuPont network started, which is now WGN and was taken over by WGN about 1953. He was one of the first to be on that network television, which exploded all over the country. Guys like Hans Schmidt, Pat O'Connor, Roy McClarty, they're some of the people that were on that TV. And then in 1957, after some battles with Lou Thez and not being able to get a rematch, the AWA was formed by a group of promoters in the Midwest. And he was named the AWA World Champion over Edward Carpentier in 1957 in Omaha, Nebraska. He also he developed the AWA by going out himself and developing all the television markets from Winnipeg, Green Bay, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Chicago, Denver, Colorado, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Las Vegas, Phoenix, San Francisco, and Oakland. So he was on the road quite a bit. He expanded the AWA and brought all this wonderful talent into the sport. And then going through the AWA, some of the great stars that you've all seen, like the Crusher, got his big push in the AWA. Mad Dog Vachon superstar Billy Graham. And we can't forget Dusty Rhodes and Dick Murdoch. Superfly Jimmy Snuka, Don Morocco, Jesse the Body Ventura, and the one and only, probably the greatest of all time, the incredible Hulk Hogan. Where did I start? At this time, I would like to present the 10-time AWA World Heavyweight Champion, my dad, Verne Gagne.
Congratulations.
What?
Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Thank you very much. I'm overwhelmed by this.
We're yelling one more time.
I really don't know what to say on a day like this. The first thing I want to say, though, is about Mr. McMahon, who put this together. Well, I just want to tell you something about it. I never did like the guy either. Is he around yet?
Watch your back.
That's why you're here. Well, I'm just overwhelmed, as I said before. Wonderful plaque here, but just the meaning of being put in the Hall of Fame here in America. I did have the opportunity to wrestle quite a bit around the world, but there's no place like the USA, believe me. So all the opportunities, I came off the farm as a young kid, went to high school in a little suburb of Minneapolis, Robbinsdale, had a great wrestling coach and football coach, taught me a lot of things. I went on to the University of Minnesota and wrestled 4 years there, and I won 4 Big Ten championships, a couple of NCAA titles on the Olympic team in 1948 to London, then turned pro, had a wonderful experience for about 35 years. It's been great. I couldn't have been a better selection than becoming a professional wrestler. So, I want to do one thing. I said something maybe a little derogatory about Mr. What's his name again? McMahon. Oh, McMahon. Yes. Anyway, thank you. I thought he put on just the greatest promotion here, and it's a plus for professional wrestling the way he did it. So thank you all.